Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a poor farmer named Henry. Despite his humble life, Henry always dreamed of becoming rich and living in a grand house with servants and endless feasts. His farm provided just enough to get by, but it was never enough for him. He wanted more. One day, while working in the fields, Henry heard a strange sound coming from the barn. He rushed inside and found a dazzling sight: a goose unlike any other he had ever seen. Its feathers shimmered like gold, and it seemed to glow in the dim light of the barn. Intrigued, Henry decided to keep the goose, thinking it might lay eggs he could sell at the market. The next morning, to his astonishment, the goose had laid a golden egg. Henry could hardly believe his eyes. He quickly grabbed the egg and ran to the market, where he sold it for a hefty sum. For the next several days, the goose continued to lay one golden egg each morning. Henry's wealth grew, and soon he had enough money to buy finer clothes, better tools, and even a new house. But as his fortune grew, so did his greed. "I have to wait every day for just one egg," he muttered to himself. "What if there are more golden eggs inside the goose? If I had them all at once, I'd be the richest man in the land." Blinded by his greed, Henry decided he could no longer wait for the daily egg. That night, he took a sharp knife and approached the golden goose while it slept. He imagined all the eggs waiting inside, ready to make him a king. Without hesitation, he killed the goose and cut it open. But to Henry's horror, there were no golden eggs inside, only the same organs and flesh as any ordinary goose. His precious goose, the source of his newfound wealth, was gone forever. Henry stood in silence, realizing what he had done. In his greed, he had destroyed the very thing that had been giving him riches. No longer would he find a golden egg each morning. His dreams of endless wealth vanished in an instant. Over time, Henry's riches dwindled, and he returned to his simple life on the farm, poorer than before. But now, with the memory of his greed haunting him, he finally understood the value of patience and gratitude.